Last week, another tragedy took place. The biggest tragedy in the history of the Bullet Punch Club. A fate truly worse than death itself. I became the Bangladesh cricket team, choking away the game I had won like it was my 9-to-5 job. With how things are, it is now I who needs to find redemption as we face InVividColor and the South Texas Sableyes. After everything that took place, I completely understand if your confidence in me is shaken, but I really mean it when I say that I'm trying. I know that we had our bumps along this road, but we still persevered, and I genuinely think that together we can become champion. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, what do you say? Are you with me?
The uni's the boss.
Starting off, we got our round 1 pick, Expert Belt Grade TUSK with Headlong Rush, Close Combat, Rapid Spin, and Iron Hit. To put it simply, Vivid has no switch-ins to this monster. Not only do I have the coverage to easily chip down his Enamorous, it's also a solid switch-in for his Cleavor, which otherwise goes to town against me. The defense EVs are there to ensure that Sharpness Aerial Ace is always a 3-hit KO against me. When it comes down to the Dawn, all it takes is one Rapid Spin to set up an endgame where it can just straight up clean house. Next up is our specially defensive Empoleon with Surf, Flip Turn, Roost, and Stealth Rock. This was originally another set, but when you're in the face of a Greninja, Goldengo, and Chi-Yu, you kinda start lacking options. That said, this is still a very solid set, as not only can I reliably set up Stealth Rock on a lot of his pieces, I can safely pivot out courtesy of a Flip Turn. Surf is there to take down that Chi-Yu of his, and Roost is obviously there for recovery. Lastly, the Chople Berry is great for not getting absolutely destroyed by his Greninja, should they choose to catch me with a well-timed locate. Once again, since we got Empoleon, we gotta bring in the bus. Except this time, it's about to send 10 people straight to the Isekai genre with the Choice Scarf and Thunderbolt, Terra Blast, Hurricane, and Volt Switch. To put it simply, Kilowattrel outspeeds his entire team. Choice Scarf Chi-Yu is a possibility. Battlebound Greninja is pretty scary. So this set, combined with Terra Water, answers for all of that. Unless Vivid brings Terra Ground, Abomasnow, or Golem, I can essentially keep spamming Volt Switch throughout this entire game and get that free momentum, no problem. Hurricane is mainly there just in case I'm put in a situation where it's the only thing that can smack that Cyclizar of his. Following this is our heavy duty boots Weavile with Knockoff, Ice Spinner, Brick Break, and Protect. Last week, Hazards beat my ass real good. This week, I ain't about that life. Not only will this undo the Stealth Rocks which are potentially set by that Cleavor of his, it will also give Weavile a lot of free switch-ins to instill absolute chaos against him. Its speed tier matches up exponentially well against the vast majority of his squad, and Brick Break is solid for destroying Veil, as well as smacking both his Gren and Chi-Yu really hard. Protect was a last minute addition, but mainly exists to help me better handle Choice Scarf Goldengo and see if his Abomasnow has any fighting coverage. Even if I may have outs for Chi-Yu, I unfortunately don't have anything that can at least chew one hit. So I decided to once again bring in Assolvez Dragalge with Flip Turn, Sludge Bomb, Draco Meteor, and Acid Spray. This Pokemon really helps in the sense that it gets 3-hit KO'd by non-spec Psychic, not to mention that it helps in my pivoting game when facing his potentially Protean Greninja, putting far less pressure on my Empoleon as a result. Flip Turn is great for granting me momentum on his Goldengo switch-in, and Acid Spray is super helpful for neutralizing his setup Enamorous. Last but not least, we got Choice Specs Modest Gardevoir, with Moonblast, Vacuum Wave, Mystical Fire, and Encore. Once again, this is another Pokemon that Vivid really struggles to swap into. And with Trace, I can actually neutralize Chi-Yu's ability, meaning that unless he is Choice Specs Overheat, it cannot knock me out under any circumstances. Mystical Fire smokes his Goldengo as well as non-Terra Abomasnow, and Vacuum Wave especially helps as a contingency against his Greninja, Cyclizar, and also his Chi-Yu. Encore is there to stop any Hijinks from his Enamorous if it starts to get out of hand. So yeah, that's the team. If you're enjoying this in any way, please do like this video and subscribe, as I'm on my way to 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and I can only do that with all of your support. Huge shoutouts and thanks go to my good friends Don Schnack, Hyman, TJ, Tone, Del, and Shuckle King for helping me build for this week. And without further ado, let us move on to the game. Okay guys, we are back right now, ready to go against our guy InVividColor, and look at his team. Many of which I did not expect at all. Like, the history in Decidueye is very much annoying me to the core. I'm gonna be completely honest here, because this was a Pokemon that I really thought would not come here. I really thought that the Obama Snow would be here, but it looks like that was not the case. And there was also another there's also no Cleavor in itself, so that means that he's not gonna have a hazard-centric approach, meaning that my heavy-duty boots is not gonna amount to anything at all, regrettably. But yeah, as far as the lead in itself goes, I think Uni is just a very fine lead in general. Yeah, all in all, I'm a bit nervous here because while the matchup is on my side, it's also something that I gotta be very careful because this dude has a fucking Chi-Yu, so you tell me. But yeah, I found you, my man, and let us see exactly how this goes. Okay, so he's gonna lead off with his Oppenheimer, the Chi-Yu, as I'm gonna lead off with my Uni, the Kilowattrel. And turn 1, this is pretty sick. This is a pretty fine situation for me, all things considered, because I can literally just get my free Terrestrialization off here and just Volt Switch on out of here. Unless, of course, there's a reason for me to not do such a thing. But yeah, let me open up the calcs real quick for my Kilowattrel against his Chi-Yu, which makes me go Chi-Yu. Oh boy. But yeah, turn 1, I have no reason to not go for a Volt Switch here. That is pretty much the freest play I could possibly go for. The only reason I'm gonna refrain from Terrestrializing right now is because this would help me take a hit from Hisui and Decidueye if the situation comes down to it. So yeah, I'm just gonna click Volt Switch on out. I'm gonna just Volt Switch on out of here and see exactly what's up. As Chi-Yu is gonna take some really decent damage, not bad at all. As now this will give me a very free switch in into, I mean, it's not a free switch in, but I'm gonna be able to go out into my Zed, because Zed is a Pokemon where, because it's AV, Psychic is a 3-hit KO against me. So yeah, he's gonna go for Dark Pulse. Okay, 243. So it's clear to me that this thing lacks the investment to be anything other than, you know, heavy-duty boots. Or Toy Scarf if he decides to be that kind of guy. But yeah, in this turn, I see hardly much reason to not go for a flip turn. Because, yeah, he's gonna have to swap out like I expected him to. As now, I believe he's gonna go out into his Goldengo. He's gonna go out in his IRS, which is definitely gonna be the Goldengo, yeah. I know your nicknames, my guy. But yeah, I'm gonna get some nice chip damage off on him, courtesy of that. As this should give me a free switch in. Once again, not exactly free switch in, but regardless, I digress, into my Nia, because here I will be able to discern exactly what kind of set you are. I'm also trying to discern if there's much of a reason to do that, because actually no, if I go out in my Kilowattrel, he could potentially get a free Nasty Plot. Not really, no. I could go out in my Kilowattrel, if I'm being completely honest. Kilowattrel, Volt Switch out. I don't think he's gonna Volt Switch. I mean, I don't think he's gonna like Nasty Plot on that, because I do decent damage to it. So yeah, Volt Switch still does. Oh shit! No, I'm running out of time. Oh no. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go out in my Kilowattrel. Not exactly too happy with what I just did there, but considering the probability of him potentially being Choice Scarfed or whatever, that was why I decided to make the play I did. So yeah, I'm gonna Volt Switch on. Get even more chip damage off on this thing and see exactly what's up. So he could actually fear the Terra Ground, which would be a probable reason for him to potentially switch out. He could definitely try to respect that and opt to switch out, but no, he's gonna opt to stay in. And that honestly does not tell me. See, it's hard to discern exactly what variant this could potentially be. I'm assuming he has some HP investment here. Overall, I think my play here right now is to go out in my Tyon or something. I don't think he's gonna make it rain. That'd be very, very silly. But yeah, I'm gonna go out into that right now. I do need to keep my you know, like, what's that, Dragology healthy, specifically under the principle of being able to take on his Chi-Yu better. Okay, 255. I think this could potentially be modest. I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna take this as the chance to get up my Stealth Rocks. Yeah, he's gonna have to swap out like I expected him to. Not exactly sure who he could want to go out into. He's gonna go out into Superb Owl. Okay. This piece of garbage, yeah. I'm not looking forward to facing this thing. But I will be able to get my Stealth Rocks up, which I think is still pretty nice, all things considered. I could potentially stay in here as well to be able to, you know, eat a hit because this Decidueye, I'm not exactly sure. Like, triple arrows to my Choppleberry will do only that much. It'll do only 31.9 to 38.2. That seems like an unnecessary chip damage I'm putting on myself. So, yeah. What do? I do think that in this position, Zed is pretty much my best play because here's the thing, right? With Stealth Rocks up, I'm gonna be able to like gradually chip down that Chi-Yu of this, and to the point of no return. So let's see exactly what's up. Okay, send over Trailblaze. Huh. Okay, buddy. Right. So okay, I'm gonna have to respect this thing. He's gonna Terrasilize. What you gonna be, bruv? Oh shit. Okay. Oh no, he's a Steel type. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, that's that could potentially be a very scary. He's gonna go for a second Trailblaze, which makes so much sense. As that Draco Meteor is not gonna, I'm gonna miss too. Are you serious, bro? Come on. Oh no. Oh no. Come on, don't do that to me. Shit, bro. It's gonna bulk up too. Ayo, am I gonna get swept by this dude? Holy shit. So this is obviously not the best situation in the world, I would say. I mean, I'm gonna have to attack him right, like head on here and now. Okay, Uni still outspeeds it. So actually, no, I'm not gonna get swept by this thing anytime soon. I may lose a piece, but if that is something that's gonna have to happen, then that's something that will certainly happen. If that makes any sense. Okay, so he is just that. Okay. All right. So it doesn't matter what I ultimately go for. Close combat is 100% my play. He's gonna go for a second bulk up. Makes sense. And here, like, ultimately the goal here is to chip this thing down enough to the point where, like, okay, that does way too much to him. That does way too much to him. Right. So right now it's pretty much just a matter of making sure I keep this thing in range of, you know, Vacuum Wave. So as long as I'm able to accomplish that outcome, I think I should be fine. Probably. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna keep spamming Headlong Rushes at this point. He's gonna go for triple arrows. That's not gonna kill me. Yeah, nah. Unfortunately, Hisuian Decidueye is just such a, you know, unremarkably weak Pokemon. But I respect the tech. I definitely respect the tech because here's the thing, right? He just chipped me down enough to the point where his Cyclizar could be a potential problem against me now. I also am aware that Agility in Amorous is not gonna be able to like outspeed my Kilowattrel even at +2. So, but obviously let's check that right now while he decides the turn that he just chooses to engage in. If that makes any sense. Okay, so he's gonna go on his Catfish. Who's Catfish? Let me see the Pokemon, bruv. Oh wow. Okay, so he's gonna go out into his Enamorous. The Glamorous, the Enamorous. As I don't know, I just said it like that, but in either case, I could just Iron Head him if I'm being completely honest and chip this thing down to the point of no return. But obviously, you know, the Goldengo still exists. And if he's Colbur or whatever, that could be annoying. I don't know. You know what? Screw it. I'm playing an Iron Head. Let's see what you want to do. Because the thing with, you know, Enamorous is that you want this thing to get chipped down. No matter what, right? And he's gonna opt to go for an Iron Defense. Makes sense. That makes so much sense, it's not even funny. Yeah, maybe... damn it, I should have gone in my Gardevoir there. Yeah, definitely should have gone in my Gardevoir. See, this is where, like, I'm now starting to spiral out of control here again. But I think I still should be fine. Because, again, Enamorous cannot do... can't really amount to much against my Gardevoir who's, like, fucking timid modest. So, yeah. See what happens. I'm gonna go out in my Melia here and now. As he is going to... I'm gonna trace that Overcoat. And regardless of what he wants to do... Yeah, he's gonna click Draining Kiss, but that's... No. I refuse to believe, under any circumstance, that you don't get straight up annihilated by a modest Specs Moonblast. Okay? No, I'm not gonna count this. Okay? Because I believe in Melia. She is the Queen of Chemists, and she's about to take that Catfish straight into the woodshed. Let's freaking go. All right, perfect. He's gonna go out in his IRS, the Goldengo. Makes a lot of sense, definitely makes a lot of sense. As right now, it's just a matter of me being able to discern exactly what set this thing is. I do think that under no circumstance should I let this thing die. That'd be a very, very silly play, personally. And Empoleon still being alive does matter to me in the sense that I would be able to take on his Enamorous, it's already dead. In the sense that I would be able to take on his Greninja far better, at least in being a pivot. So, I'm gonna go out into my Zed and see exactly what he wants to do. Again, I'm not sure what his endgame is, but so as long as I'm able to like discern exactly what variant you are, I think I should be fine. As Zed seems like a pretty like inconsequential swap. Yeah, he's gonna do that, but unfortunately for him, that's not gonna be able to like come close towards knocking me out. As right now, I can just pretty much get a very free flip turn here. Yeah, he's gonna go for another Make It Rain. Yeah, maybe I could have gotten my Empoleon there and taken this as the opportunity to go for a Roost. Yeah, that probably was the better play in hindsight. So you know what? I'm gonna do it right now. Why not, right? Actually, now let's stop. Let's stop there for a second. I do think that Kilowattrel is ultimately a very free play to engage in here. Yeah, Kilowattrel is still a very free play, I feel. Because regardless of what he wants to go for, okay, he's gonna swap out. Makes sense. As he is gonna go out into X Games, which would have to be a Cyclizar, I assume. Yep. Come on. Okay, cool. He is Heavy Duty Booty, and because he's Heavy Duty Booty, that means that my Weavile will absolutely annihilate this fool. Very good, very good. As I'm gonna go out in my Weavile, and as far as his final Pokemon goes, like I'm trying to think of a way for him to come back from here, because he's already lost so many of his pieces, and by so many of his pieces, I mean just two Pokemon. But yeah, I do think that Ice Spinner should be able to knock him out, and I'm not really too comfortable with clicking knockoff here. So yeah, I'm gonna click. Don't tell me it's Ice Shard. What? Okay, cool. It is Ice Spinner. So I'm gonna click Ice Spinner here now. Yeah, he's gonna swap out. Who's he gonna go out into? Not sure. He's gonna sack off his IRS. Although I'm not exactly sure if that knocks him out from here. Probably not. Yeah, it doesn't, unfortunately. So what I can actually do here is go for a Protect to see exactly what he wants to lock himself into, because I have this deck for this specific reason. And also seeing if his Abomasnow had any fighting type coverage or whatever. But in either case, like right now, he's in a super challenging position, right? Like that in itself goes without saying. I don't exactly want him to be put in a position where he could try to go for broke with his Cyclizar or whatever, because I don't exactly have the coverage to, like if he has fighting type coverage, then that would be pretty bad. Like I'm trying to think. Actually, no, Uni can take a hit. I'm sure Uni can take a hit. That's fine. Although I probably should not have done that, if I'm being completely real. Shit. But I still will resist your Make It Rain, so... Okay, that does way over half. Fuck. Oh, no. Alright, so, unfortunately, in what has become a common occurrence of making things unnecessarily inconvenient for myself, I'm going to take over half for no reason. Yeah, really, I should have just gone in my Empoleon there. I don't know why I just did that. Another bad play, another bad day, as they say. But in either case, I don't think it's gonna matter too much. Because now with his Goldengo dying, his last 3 Pokemon would have to be his TU, Cyclizar, and Greninja. All of which get absolutely mollywopped by most of my pieces. So right now, I think my game here is to go out into my Nia here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I just did that. That was a very silly play. But I think it shouldn't matter too much, ultimately. Because I know that Greninja... Okay, Oppenheimer. The Chi-Yu is gonna come out. Okay, and he's gonna take the Stealth Rock damage. So, that to me indicates that this thing is scarfed as fuck. This thing is scarfed as fuck, bros. So, I'm gonna just... Who do I sack? I mean, Dragology just did what it needed to do, so... Not really much of a reason to keep this thing around, as I'm gonna let this thing go down. And while we're here, I'm gonna try to discern exactly what set his, I'm gonna basically try to discern how much it, like, my Melia does to him. So, I mean, in this position, what other play do I have other than going out in my Uni, right? Uni's still the best play, best Pokemon to go out into here and now. So here's the thing, right? If I lock myself into Terra Water, I leave myself more vulnerable to his Greninja, which I do not like at all. If I let him get a free spin-off with his Cyclozar, it could potentially be really annoying because then I'd have to rely on a Hurricane and also Vacuum Wave. So I may just sack off my Great Tusk here if I'm being completely real. I see no reason to not sack off my Great Tusk here, as he's gonna still swap out. Okay, who's he gonna go out into? Alright, he's gonna go out into his X Games, the Cyclozar. As once again, this puts him in a constant stalemate. Like, unfortunately for him, as like with me having all these sacks by my side, I am not exactly too worried. But my Kilowattrel being chipped down like this is something I'm not too fond of, because yeah, I definitely overthunk it there. I overthunk it there big time. But yeah, I'm gonna go out in my Nia again. No reason not to, and I'm gonna just keep clicking Ice Spinner. Yeah, I'm gonna exert that pressure. But I swerve when I drive. I swerve when I drive. As down goes the X Games, the Cyclozar. I don't know, I just started singing Swerve's theme song, but hey, Nia swerves when she drives. But yeah, his last two Pokemon is going to be his Oppenheimer as well as his Greninja. Both of which, yeah, I think I should be fine, truthfully. I think I should, I think I will definitely be fine ultimately, because right now what is going on here is that I am going to maximize the odds of me winning this game. Obviously, my play right now is to sack off my Great Tusk. Yeah, I'm gonna sack off my Great Tusk here now. No reason to not engage in that play, as after that, it's just pretty much a matter of ending the game with my Kilowattrel. Yeah, his Flamethrower is gonna come off. Unfortunately for him, that's not gonna amount to much, as I think, you know what? Don't use that look. It has a 68.8% chance to OPPO, so no, I'm not taking that route. As unfortunate as it is, and as much as I'd like to end this game with my Uni, that is a timeline that we're gonna have to abstain from for now. But yeah, I'm gonna just click Volt Switch, get my nab my next kill. As down goes the Oppenheimer, and his last Pokemon would have to be his Greninja. And obviously, like, when you're facing a Water Shuriken Greninja, you gotta respect. So I'm gonna pretty much just go out in my Nia, and I'm gonna click Brick Break to basically guarantee the prospect of me winning this game, because I do think that Brick Break into a Vacuum Wave should be able to pick this thing off. And just so that he is, you know, like, put in a false sense of security, I'm going to make sure I take my time before I go out into my Gardevoir. So yeah, Brick Break, do your thing, and let us hopefully take this game home. Yeah, I think I've managed to keep control over this, but when you got like broken Pokemon like Battlebond, Greninja, and whatnot, you gotta respect it. As Brick Break is unfortunately not gonna be able to pick this thing off. He's gonna go for a Surf. I don't think that's gonna that's not gonna knock me out. No, it's not gonna. Oh yeah, he is Life Orb. So regardless of what happens, he is unfortunately not gonna be able to take this game home. And I am also, like, this may seem like a very mean thing to do, but differential here matters, guys. So I'm actually just gonna opt to go out in my Tyon, and I'm just gonna let this thing let this thing kill itself. As yeah, he's gonna try to go for a Water Shuriken. That's not gonna amount to anything. As down goes the Greninja, and just like that, ladies and gentlemen, see, this is why I was worried. This dude is out here getting all 5 hits. Oh no, 4 hits. But yeah, this Greninja is gonna off itself right now, and just like that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all kinds, the Bullet Punch Club is gonna be able to come back strong with a nice and glorious 4-0 victory. Meaning that right now we are very much in a great position to potentially get ourselves to playoffs. Obviously, we can't count our chickens before they hatch, because ultimately, I'm facing Joey next, and I do think that my next opponents afterwards are not going to be any slouch either. But yeah, GG to Vivid. Like, honestly, regardless of what the score may indicate, the matchup was not on his side. The match, I had a lot of Pokemon against him that just straight up shut down a lot of his offense, which is why ultimately I think I was able to come out on the better end of this exchange here. But of course, with that being said, you know, we take what we get, and what we got was a really nice victory and a nice way to get our confidence back. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this in any way, feel free to drop a like. Definitely check out Vivid, because this dude's edits, like, I'm gonna say it right now, he is the best post-com guy right now in draft format. I really enjoy his stuff, and I think you most certainly will as well. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Have yourselves a glorious day, and I shall most certainly see you all on the flip side. Whoosh!